Welcome to InfoSource, a presentation of Berkshire Healthcare Systems, a not-for-profit, consumer-centered organization committed to fulfilling the health and residential needs of the communities across Massachusetts we serve. I'm Jenny Sutherland, your host, and this is my favorite show, the only yearly show InfoSource does, and it is with two gentlemen from Berkshire Community College. We have the Interim Dean of Nursing, Health, and Social Services, Dr. Chris Aylesworth. Thank you for coming on, sir. And then we have a gentleman that I have been lucky enough to call a colleague, Craig Smith, and you have such a cool title. I do not want to blow it. I said, whatever you do not blow this. So you're the Vice President for Institutional Advancements, Executive Director, BCC Foundation, and just an all-around good guy.
Thank you very much.
Craig Smith, thank you for coming on.
Good to be here.
And gentlemen, each year now, Berkshire Community College and Berkshire Healthcare System partner for my favorite event. It even beats out the holiday seasons, including Thanksgiving, which is my favorite eating one, and that is for the Harvest Run. Craig, can you tell us what that is about, sir?
You bet. It's a wonderful event. It's a great partnership, Jenny, so thanks for you too. But we have a 5K trail run on the course at BCC.
Yep.
It's the traditional 3.1 mile race. Within that race, we have a 5K team run, and that is a 3-person relay team for those people who might be watching and listening that don't feel like running 3 miles. They can each run a little over a mile and compete as a team with a captain.
Sure.
So I hope we can sign up a lot of people for that.
Yep.
And then we have the 1 mile kids run after the grown-ups and the older kids run the longer race.
And that is a fun part of the event. And all of this running is to help raise money for Berkshire Community. Yeah.
That's right, for the nursing program at BCC.
And that's why Chris is here to talk to us about that. So the event is coming up.
Yes, it will be held on Saturday, October 21, on the campus at 10 a.m.
Okay. And there's some pre-registration if folks want to pre-register to run in the 3, or you can do it the day of the event.
That's right. People can pre-register right now by going to the college website, www.berkshirecc.edu/harvestrun. That's a long one.
You did fantastic. I was worried about your title, and you pulled that off. So I'm like, oh,
I had to practice that one. Or they can go to another one of our partners, Berkshire Running Center, and go to the Berkshire Running Center website and register there. And if they register before October 16, they'll receive a $5 discount on the registration fee, both for grown-ups and kids. It goes from 25 to 30, or from $10 to 15 once we pass the 16th.
And that's a good deal, so I hope people pre-register, but they can register anytime.
We will be ready for them to show up the day of at the table.
We just want people to register.
Exactly.
And we want them to register, again, to help support, because all the money raised goes to the nursing program.
That's right.
And Chris, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's a wonderful thing, certainly, to help a group of people who eventually will give back to the community in which they're being educated. So it's a wonderful partnership for all of them to have.
Yeah, and we just met, and I was thinking, what do I want to ask you? And I think what I wanted to ask you is, as the dean, and you look out and you work with the instructors and the other professors and the faculty, and then you work with these students, you must kind of sit back sometime and have some hopes for the future of nursing and healthcare. Is that true?
Well, I think because I've spent my life in healthcare, first as an active participant and conveyor of the thing as a veterinarian, and then got out of that and into education. Spent 10 years before I came back to Berkshire County in a Southwestern college in Virginia that gave me a chance to work with a bunch of students who were headed into healthcare. this is an extension of that. And I have always had a passion for healthcare. I've always had a passion for helping others get there. I've never fancied myself smart enough to do what I'm asking them to do. But I tell them that my talent was not in doing all that I'm asking you to do. My talent was in finding you so you could do it. And so if you can't do that, then you don't have any hopes or aspirations for the future of anything. And certainly watching these young people, who aspire to their careers in healthcare is really a very rewarding thing.
Yeah, I mean, I just love, I love working with people and helping to care for them. And what you just said is phenomenal. In my life, I'm not sure I'm the best of anything. I want to be, but I'd rather inspire others to do better than I can. And that's what I just, so thank you for your work there. Now, at Berkshire Community College, can you tell us a little bit about the nursing program specifically?
Well, there's two formal programs that exist on the campus. The PN program, Practical Nursing, from which they will graduate and hope to become licensed practical nurses, and then what they call the ADN, the Associate Degree Nursing Program, which is really designed to provide students a chance to become RNs, registered nurses. And RN is a certification status. It's not a degree. The degree is what they earn from the college. They have to pass the national board exam, the NCLEX exam, in order to become registered nurses to be able to practice. But the two programs link together because the PN nurses, or the licensed practical nurses, may eventually track into the ADN program. And so the ADN program is 2 years. If you enter into that, you may take 2 years to get through that part of it. Once prerequisites have been met, you've gotten admitted to it. And the LPN program is an intense 10-month program designed to get them out and practicing in the field of nursing, but not with quite the same job responsibilities or descriptors. But again, they can work in nursing. A third level program, which isn't, it's housed in the campus right now, but isn't really directly under our division at the School of Nursing, Health, and Social Sciences, but is within our community workforce development portion of what the college does, and that's the CNA, or Certified Nursing Assistants. And what is really interesting in nursing is different than a lot of other professions. They can start at one level and achieve some level of certification and or licensure, and they can work for a while and they can provide for themselves while they continue to aspire to higher levels. So a CNA might be somebody who would transition into the practical nursing program, who then might bridge to the associate degree nursing, or RN program, as it's oftentimes referenced. So, but having the two programs there definitely is intentional, and it has been there for a long time. It's been certainly the foundation of a lot of what has gone on at the college, because it's a strong and healthy program.
Yeah, I think this is a wonderful opportunity for the community to have this at Berkshire Community College, because again, that stepping stone and progression in a career path.
Right.
Are you finding folks, I mean, when I'm on your campus, I see a mix of students. I see, what you think of as a typical college student as far as age, and then I see some older folks, and then I might see folks my age. So are you, in your nursing programs and stuff, are you seeing like a mix of folks, maybe second careers?
The vernacular term has become the non-trad. So for the person who is somebody who is not your 18 to 20-year-old coming to the program right out of high school, we still have some traditional age students who get into nursing. But I would say a larger percentage are either those who have been in some part of nursing, either as CNAs or as practical nurses, who are going back to school, meeting the admissions requirements, doing what they have to do in order to gain admission into the program, and then getting into nursing. Sometimes it's a career stepping stone, sometimes it's a complete career change. Somebody who's been doing something for a long time. And I did adjunct teach for a couple of years at the college, and I had students who were in a variety of different fields who just decided at age 50 or 52 or whatever that they wanted to get into nursing. They had always wanted to, had longed to, and they'd never actually done that. And so they found it an opportunity to do such a thing at that point in time in their lives. Their own children had grown, and so they were free maybe to make those kinds of choices. And so we do see really a significant blend of folks of a variety of different ages and aspirations, and some career military people who've done things within healthcare within the military, but who now want a professional career outside of that too. So very interesting blend of students that we find in there.
I think you know, as I've worked in the healthcare industry for a while now, I see a wide range of folks, again, just like you said, and I think that's one of the wonderful things about it is opportunity for anybody. Right. And what I see, and probably what you see too, is people who care about people and want to make a difference, and that connection, hearts and minds, to a career is just wonderful. So thank you for doing what you do.
People who I want to get really good at what they do because I may need their services soon.
And me too. So if folks want to check out more detail about what you were talking about, they can go to the BCC website,
right.
And check out the academics and stuff like that. And
absolutely.
we want people to do that. What a wonderful thing to have in our community is this opportunity. So thank you for coming on. And again, we partner with you because our industry, nursing care facilities and senior housing, is about taking care of folks with nurses and CNAs. So to me, it's a natural fit. We're invested in helping to create quality caregivers. So it's a great partnership. This event is coming up really soon. We're going to come back and talk some more about that. But I want to thank you, Chris, for coming on and talking about the nursing program. What a delight. What a delight. Thank you.
Nice. We had a chance to do this, and again, you know, we're very proud, obviously, of the nursing programs and the successes that they've had.
Yeah. So thank you. I look forward to meeting some of your students at the event. Are going to be there.
Right, they'll be there,
So that's
helping
spectacular.
and working.
This is part of their service learning commitment to
Yep.
the community too, you know, and it's a very coordinated type of thing from their perspective. So again, we want them to invest in the community. We want them to stay in the community.
Yeah.
It's a very intentional purpose. And
Well, I'll tell you what. I was going to take a break, and I want to reel it back because I want to let you know you had a student graduate about 5 years ago, and she's actually come to work for Berkshire Healthcare System at one of our skilled nursing facilities. Lovely young lady. We give out a yearly award to staff and team members who go above and beyond, and she just won it in 2017. So one of your Berkshire Community College alumni from your nursing program achieved that award with us. So I actually want to thank you guys because she actually credits her going to school at BCC with a huge part of her achievement. So thank you. And she is very connected to the community. So thanks again for her. I'm going to thank you for her. We'll name names. All right. So we are going to take a break. You're going to watch a quick clip about the Harvest Run. We're going to say goodbye to Chris and then come back and we'll talk some more about the Harvest Run. See you in a few.
I want to talk to you about something.
Hi everyone, my name is Michelle Paglier. I am a 2012 graduate of Berkshire Community College from the nursing program. I'm currently working at Mount Greylock Extended Care Facility in Pittsfield, and it's a part of Berkshire Health Systems. And Berkshire Healthcare Systems is actually partnering with BCC to do a fundraising event to benefit the nursing program at the college.
Join us on the grounds of BCC on Saturday, October 21st for a 5K trail run, a 3-team member relay, and a 1-mile kids fun run. You can pre-register at the link below or the morning of the event at BCC. All money raised benefits BCC's nursing program. Berkshire Healthcare System affiliates will also be there participating in their annual cook-off and decorating contest. This year's theme for both contests is the 1950s. Food and fun for these events are free.
And I really want to thank everybody for participating in this event in the past years, and for those of you who are going to be participating this year as well. And this has really helped me in the nursing program, and it helps me help my friend Betty here.
Welcome back to InfoSource, and Craig Smith is here to talk with us about the Harvest Run, an event that we co-do with each other,
Right.
Berkshire Community College and Berkshire Healthcare System. And you were just really happy with the commercial, the little promo you saw.
Oh, I thought it was wonderful.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that feedback. Again, the young lady talking was one of your graduates from your nursing program, so that's great. And one of our residents from one of our skilled nursing facilities who also was an RN in Berkshire County for years and years and years. So I want to talk about, just for a second, we talked about the running event itself and that, and then great to have Chris on to talk about the program. But we raise money for the nursing program a couple different ways, and one is the runners, and the other way is where you and some of us from Berkshire healthcare system reach out to professionals and businessmen and women in the community. So you want to talk about that for a second?
Absolutely.
Okay.
As we're sitting here today in early September, we've raised significantly over $5,000 so far.
Great.
So we're off to a good start.
That's a great start.
Thanks in large part to your hardworking staff and the committee that we have together.
It's true.
They've been making their phone calls and following up on their letters. So if anyone who's watching or listening would like to become a sponsor, they can contact me at the school. But if you don't mind, I'd like to give our existing sponsors some recognition.
Sure, for sure.
So starting with our major sponsors and working down the list, we have David Dunlap and Associates Architects. The Berkshire Eagle has been very, very good to us. Pittsfield Cooperative Bank, Aladco, Crescent Creamery, H.J. Sims, McFarland Office Products, and Pittsfield Pipers. I think last year we had close to 30 sponsors. I'm hoping that we can meet or exceed that this year.
For sure.
And they get their names on the shirts and they get on the lawn signs and they get on the banners. But most importantly, they work through you to the college to provide badly needed assistance for our nursing students.
Yeah, and I think what we've heard back for feedback is that these folks want to invest in the community through the nursing program at BCC, because people see that in the future they might need these nurses and health caregivers. So they're finding it a very worthwhile place to donate money. And really, we as a committee start working way earlier. I mean, I was trying to figure out, we're starting like late spring.
That's right.
Compiling things, making the event better. But what we do is we reach out to professionals and business people in the community and ask for donations. And again, if you want to become part of that, you can reach out to Craig.
Right.
Yes,
Correct.
And we'll call you and send you a letter and ask for your money. We have no problem doing that for the nurses.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, one of the many great things about Berkshire healthcare systems is you're kind enough to package those donations for us, pass them along to the college, and we do something very unique that I think the audience would like to hear.
Okay.
We take that sum of money, whatever it is, and we sit down with Chris, our dean, and our director of nursing, and typically informed by a couple of other people, myself included, and they give us our wish list of the areas of greatest need to help those students. So it might be a student needing assistance with very expensive textbooks. The nurses are all responsible, or the students, for buying their own stethoscopes and scrubs and things like that. Frequently there might be a need for a piece of equipment in our classroom. Could be scholarship assistance. So to have that kind of open door where we're able to work together to decide where the money goes, it's something that really makes this valuable. Well,
again, it's a pleasure to work with you and the college in this and to support your nursing program. But we're doing it for the community and for ourselves. I mean, our industry is health caregivers. And I probably should have had Chris weigh in on his thoughts, but there's a nursing shortage, and especially here in Berkshire County, there is a shortage. So I hope what this event partly will do is maybe inspire someone to hear about your program.
Absolutely.
And inspire them to maybe check it out and consider going into the healthcare, because we need nurses and we need CNAs and we need LPNs and RNs, because we have folks who need care. So to be part of creating qualified caregivers is a huge deal. And I have to say, you have one of the best programs across the state, and you get a lot of praise about that. So
thank you.
Phenomenal work on that. I love that we reminded people that it's not just the runners we're raising money on. We want them to come out. The event is running. You don't have to run. I am not a runner. I'm No one probably thought that, but you know, certainly I help, and a lot of folks come and do the run. I think the 5K trail run is great to watch. The team run is a nice opportunity for someone who can't. And as you mentioned, we have a kids run, which is just a good time seeing these little folks run around and stuff. So all that's great, but the other thing is if people want to make a direct donation of business, to please reach out to us.
That's right.
And now I'm going to kind of turn the tables, because while all this running is going on, something else is happening.
Absolutely.
All right, so you go ahead.
All right. Your wonderful affiliates amaze the runners and the spectators and the friends with fabulous food. I mean, you always have your affiliate competitions for the judged fabulous food, which is a huge highlight. Ellen Kennedy, the president of BCC, always looks forward to being a judge, and then you supply a couple of your own staff people.
True.
You have your decorating competition. I'm not going to spoil anything.
I'm gonna.
But that's a reason for people to come out to sample that fabulous food that your affiliates make, and to see the wonderfully creative booths that they have, tables that they have set up for the event. It's a real highlight. I always eat too much.
Well, I've always, you know, and so I guess we'll paint it a little bit. While the running's going on, when we first started talking about how this event would look, we wanted Berkshire Healthcare to be a part of it, and not just, you know, financially and time-wise, but we wanted to come out and be a part of the event with the community. And so much thought went into this that we wanted to showcase some of the other things that our affiliates, like dietary and activities, and a lot of HR and non-nursing staff show up, as well as nurses and CNAs to participate. And we have a couple events that go on during the run, and one is a cook-off, so it's usually themed, and all of this is free, so the community, whoever is attending and participating, can come and eat. And we do a decorating contest with themes, and that's pretty great too. And I have to say, I remember it wasn't last year, it was like the year before. The event was over, and you were walking around eating, and you're like, "This is amazing! Oh, this is great!" And I'm
Well,
like,
I told you I always eat too much.
I know, and it was like great. And so what I think the other thing I want to stress is, if you're not a runner, you should come to the event.
Absolutely. Be a spectator. Be a part of it.
Just come out and have some food, have some fun, and a lot of smiles going on, and we're raising money for a great cause. The event this year, I do want to say that the affiliates in Berkshire County, Fairview Commons, Hospice Care in the Berkshires, Kimball Farms, Hillcrest Commons, Mount Greylock, Williamstown Commons, and North Adams Commons, I'll participate, and I'll be cooking off in a cook-off based on the 1950s food. So at first, you're like, what is 1950s food? And then you might think of TV dinners. A friend of mine thought of that right off the bat. You might think of Spam. You might think of tater tots. You might think of car hops. You might think of diners. And I think people are going to see a little bit of all of that. And then the decorating theme is also 1950s. So I think you will see a sock hop. I think you will see a diner. You'll hear some good music, that's for sure. And besides working hard and giving good quality of care, I think Berkshire healthcare system has an awful lot of fun, and we love people. So,
well, and your employees who come out to work the event should be justifiably proud of not only the work that they do in their businesses, but the great job they do at the event. It's high quality food. It's really tasty. And I think we just need to encourage people to come out and sample it and cheer on the runners.
That's right. Cheer on the runners and participate in any way. And again, it's a great pleasure to do this with you. You mentioned Ellen Kennedy, the president of Berkshire Community College, and what a phenomenal lady. I run into her every once in a while throughout the year in the community, and she'll say, "Is that you?" And I'll say, "Yes, is that you?" And, you know, but I get to spend the morning of this event with her, and she is one of the best well-spoken people that I hear on the radio or giving quotes to the newspaper. Such caring for not only this community, but the whole country in general. Phenomenal leader. And she comes out and she judges the food that our affiliates make, along with some of our senior leadership. And I think the affiliates really appreciate Ellen taking the time. And she's just a dynamic person. I know she likes to see the nursing students and all the work work that goes into it. She's very committed to that program. So to me, I feel like this was like a love fest of partnering with you, but it really is such a pleasure to work with Berkshire Community College on this and you. So thank you. You want to give the event information and contact information one more time?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Saturday morning, October 21, 10 o'clock for the main run, 10:45 for the kids run, www.berkshirecc.edu/harvestrun, or go to Berkshire Running Center and sign up there online.
That was fantastic, and you said it again. So
Thank you.
I hope people will mark it down in their date books, come out and spend some time with us. I want to thank you, Craig, as always
Always
for
a
spending
pleasure.
time with me. I want to thank you out there for watching InfoSource, which is a presentation of Berkshire Healthcare Systems. Until next time, I wish you good health and good life. Bye-bye for now.